Looking back now, I can see it truly was a simpler time. It was a time without all of today's distractions. And boy, how I enjoyed and now miss those walks into camp in the early morning hours, listening to the crickets, and something as simple as striking that match to light that old lantern was exciting to me. Knowing how each and every time I lit that lantern, it brought new life and new memories to this old camp. Yeah, I can't help but cherish those old days and all the faces that were such a big part of this camp. We sure had a lot of fun, young and ready for just about anything that came down the pike. Well, I've seen a lot of changes, and don't get me wrong, not all the changes have been for the bad. The kids in these photographs are not kids anymore, and from what I can see, it looks like the future of this old camp, along with the outdoors, is in real good hands.
Where are them boys? That fish ain't gonna wait forever. Jeepers.
Where do you think we're gonna go? We start down by the trestle, the first hole?
We'll go down to that big swimming hole. There's some big fish down there.
Yeah. I'll go get him.
I'll get him. I hope he's up. Hey, Dad, you ready?
Where you been?
Held up at the plant.
All right.
Yeah, help the old man in.
I will.
Yeah, here you're right. I can't help it being on the road again.
You got your medications ready, B?
Yeah, all right.
We're gonna go down to the
Singing
big
with
swimming hole.
my friend. I can't help it being on the road again, on the highway. Ain't no security on the byway.
You know we're gonna put you on MTV.
Yeah, we're going on. Yeah, me and Willie Dawson. Yeah.
Welcome to TomBob Outdoors. We're going to spend the next 10 or 15 minutes introducing you to some of our products.
I'd like to introduce you to some of the environmentally friendly fishing products we produce.
And I'll introduce you to some of the environmentally friendly hunting products we produce.
And hopefully in the next 10 or 15 minutes you'll have a better understanding of us here at TomBob Outdoors.
But before we go to Tim and Jeff, let's take a look at some of our products in action.
I'm telling you, there's a big fish under, it's a big fish underneath this fly.
All right, thanks, buddy. That was fun.
Just can't beat the experience of a good whitetail hunt.
so pure, so clean.
The name comes from a good friend and a former employee that lost his battle with cancer right around the time when the TomBob lure was developed. It wasn't originally called the TomBob. We didn't have a name for it. We're not marketers, we're not geniuses that way. And when we sat back and thought, you know, what can we name this? And TomBob was an avid fly fisherman, loved the lure itself. When we started developing, he was the first one to want to jump out in the stream with it. And Tom was kind of an old hippie, nice guy, somebody you not only wanted to go out fishing with, but to sit down, bullshit, and have a beer with when you're done. So we all sat around and decided there's probably no better name for the lure than the TomBob lure. And we went ahead and named the company TomBob Outdoors.
Here's Tim to tell you more about our ITX.
Hey, we're a component manufacturer, you know, on the outskirts of the Allegheny National Forest, and all things just seem to fit together. We make metal components for a variety of automotive and non-automotive entities, and through chance or circumstance, we've developed products for Winchester, Federal, Remington, and a lot of other different companies. We went ahead and saved a few of the best projects for ourselves. The ITX shot, for one, it's one of the best combinations of malleability and hard-hitting downrange effectiveness. And it still maintains the best cost per pound of any non-toxic alternative there is except for steel. But in the end, what we've tried to do was come together with a series of products to help out the average outdoorsman, meet the challenges with lead bans and restrictions here or there, along with some things that just, you know, are just damn good products. Along with, you know, minor munition products. We've been in the tungsten refractory metal game for a few years now. And we've taken what we've learned and we've developed probably what I consider the best value, best bang for your buck. It's a malleable, high-density, hard-hitting lead alternative shot. It's softer than most others, but it's a lot more hard-hitting than the other softer alternatives like bismuth or tungsten matrix. These things tend to break up when you shoot them out of barrels. What tends to happen when you shoot lead, when that initial charge goes out, the force of the explosion goes out, the lead goes down your barrel, the lead in the back is being cramped down. It's deforming on what we call setback. ITX does not deform on setback. It comes out of that barrel shaped the same way it went into that barrel. It's not real hard, but the force of the setback is not enough to deform it. So it maintains a consistent pattern down there. And those bands that are around there that are part of the actual manufacturing process, as they turn, as they're coming out, they make a larger wound channel than that pellet really is, where a perfectly round pellet does not. One of the things that I fought with my own son, he sees a big 3-inch Magnum Shoko in that chamber of that gun. He's done it once. He didn't like the recoil of that. He doesn't have a big bulky jacket on because in spring gobbler season it's just too warm. What happens? They flinch, they don't want to shoot it, they don't like the turkey hunt. You can go out and you can take ITX, load it up in a 2 3/4 inch shell. You can use a slow burning powder. You can get the speed still up to 1250. You can be around 9,000, well under 10,000 PSI. And you can still get the downrange 30 or 40 yard killing energy that you need to turkey hunt. We had some inquiries on ITX from an individual out in California wondering if ITX could be used for muzzleloader round balls. Never really gave it much of a thought before. When he came to us, he said he's being locked out of his sport. We looked at the overall market, talked to the business people, didn't want to do it. Not enough money, return on investment in it there. They said, Tim, leave it go. I'm not doing that. He made an inquiry. We decided we're going to go ahead. We not only put one caliber out, we put all the popular calibers out. Does it work? Yes, it does. Surprisingly, he was within a half an inch at 50-yard zero as his lead ball. Does it hurt the barrel? No. We've tested it. We haven't seen anything like that. I can't make a blanket guarantee. All I can say is we've tested it, have seen nothing of the kind.
And nobody's more passionate about our products than Jeff.
The TomBob lure really stinks. It's dull and not pleasing to the average-minded person. Good selling point? Here are the facts. Most lures on the market today are made to catch fishermen, not fish. If it's shiny, buy it. If it's cheap, it's no good. If it's shiny and expensive, it's gotta work. Wrong. The TomBob lure is made to catch fish, period. The stink and the dull make it the most realistic lure on the market, period. The TomBob lure is a powder metal product, which is porous by nature, which then allows us to impregnate the lure with fish attractant. Porous metal, if you think of it in layman's terms, is like a sponge metal. And it absorbs oil, fish oil, and when it runs through the water, your fishing area, it releases that attractant. A lot of people ask us, how long does the scent stay with the lure? Literally cast after cast. Thousands of casts have been used. A lot of the employees here use the lure. They've used it for a full fishing season, and the scent has stayed with the lure all fishing season. One of the features I think you'll really like about our fishing lure is it smells and tastes like live bait without the mess. You simply put it on your line, you fish with it all day. At the end of the day, you put it back in its case and you're ready for the next day of fishing.
Hey, when it comes to value for your money, ITX shot, the round balls, the fishing lures, everything we sell here at TomBob Outdoors, continuous metal, it's all a value proposition. You get the best performance for the best price. The combination of the two is what you want. You could stuff rocks in your muzzle loader if you want. You want cheap, that's about as cheap as you're gonna go. It'll shoot, it'll kill things. But if you want performance, time after time after time, consistency, that's what you get with ITX. That's what you get with the TomBob lure.
Now that you have a better understanding of our products here at TomBob Outdoors, feel free to give us a call and ask for Katie, and I'll gladly answer any questions that you have. I look forward to hearing from you.
Out with the lure. Up here in Erie, November 21st, 2007.
I recommend it to anyone who fishes, whether they're 10 years old or 83 years old like me. Yeah, I guess so.